In this video, I'm going to show you how to connect a lead vendor, or if you're working with a marketing company that generates leads for you, I'm going to show you how to connect it to the insurance lead machine. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to settings. And once you're in settings, you're going to go to company, and we need to pull the API key. The API key is going to be right over here for you. So you're going to highlight it, copy it, and then what you're going to do is you're going to go to Zapier. Right, you're going to go to Zapier.com. If you're not familiar with Zapier, Zapier is a software that connects thousands of different apps so that they can feed into each other. If you don't have a Zapier account, you're going to want to set up your Zapier account. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go to My Apps, and we're going to look for an app called High Level. Insurance Lead Machine runs off of a software called High Level. So we're going to search for it, and we're going to find it, and it's going to ask us to put in the API key that we just copied. So we're going to just paste it in there. We're going to hit yes and continue. And what it's going to do is it's going to quickly create an account for us. Let's quickly find it. Here it is. And we're going to call this, you can rename the account, and you're going to see why you're going to do that later on. We're going to call this Trigger Demo In. All right, off click. It's going to send it in alphabetical order. And then you're going to click test just to make sure it's connected properly. And it is. All right, so now we have Insurance Lead Machine is ready to accept leads from an outside source. So let's just say you're working with a marketing company that generates Facebook leads for you, and they're feeding, and you're going to want to find out from them how they're feeding the leads to you, where the leads are coming to fill out the information. So they might be coming to like some sort of form builder or a survey builder, but generally your marketing company will most probably set this up for you. And again, if you're watching this, and you might want to show this to your marketing company, but they're going to go into Zapier, or you're going to go into Zapier, you're going to click Make a Zap. And let's say they're running their ads to a Survey Gizmo form. So we're going to click Survey Gizmo, and then we're going to look for a new response. We're going to hit Continue, and we're going to look for a specific Survey Gizmo account, and we'll use this one, and we're going to hit Continue. And then it's going to ask us which survey we want to be the one feeding in here. And we're going to use, just pick a random one over here. We'll use mine. And then we're going to only want complete responses. Again, you can set up this part of the Zap however you want. I'm trying to get you into the section where you're going to need the walkthrough for the Insurance Lead Machine. So once you have your form builder set up in the Zapier, now we have to just pull data, see if we could find a fake lead. If we can't, don't worry about it. And then we're going to set up the Insurance Lead Machine. So let's just wait for this to come through here. All right, so now it's going to ask us to choose an app that we want to send the data into. And we're going to obviously choose High Level. And we're going to ask us what type of event we want it to do. So, well, we want the lead to come in, and we want it to go to a specific campaign maybe. So we're going to hit Continue. Then it's going to ask us which high-level account we want. Well, we want the one that we just put in, or the one that you're putting in. Mine is going to be Trigger Demo. And then it's going to hit Continue. And then it's going to ask us which campaign we want this to go into. So we want the leads to go into the new insurance lead campaign. And then we're going to start putting in the data from the form into the fields where we want them to land in the Insurance Lead Machine. So first name, we want to put in first name. Right, so the question, what is your first name, should be dropping the answer in there. Phone number, go in there. Email. All right, and so on and so forth. You're going to come down over here. If you have more custom fields that you've already created in Insurance Lead Machine, you'll have those options to drop the answers coming from whatever form builder you're using into the ILM. Now, once you come down over here, you can actually tag the leads as they come in. You can write the source. So I might write the source that this is leads from JSU Media, so that as they come in, you'll know exactly, I'm sorry, I did it in the wrong one. You'll know exactly where they're coming from. You'll know what your ROI is on these things. second. I did it in the right one, actually. And then you could put notes in here if you want. These are all the different questions that we have in this specific account, all the custom fields, and then you're going to hit continue. Now what's going to happen is you're going to have it test and continue. Now, we right now do not have a lead that's in here, so it's going to either send dummy data or it's going to say it can't send the test. In this specific case, it sent a dummy test, so what we're going to do is we're going to go into Insurance Lead Machine and go find it. And here it is. We're going to go into contacts, click in here, and you're going to see, obviously, the first name's not dropping in here because we didn't have a real first name. The source came from JSU Media, and notice how it dropped it into the campaign automatically. So that's the way you connect the Insurance Lead Machine to your lead vendors. You're going to use that API in a situation where you're coming from a bigger aggregator, let's say like a Quote Wizard. There's going to be a different technique for this, and I'll put that in the next video.